Ms. Mayor, the limit, please.
So ladies and gentlemen, everything that this moment is about, making sure that we make a way out of no way, making sure that we are raising money to help support children in this city through Push Excel, making sure that we are lifting up the fortunes of the vulnerable in our city, the left out, the disinvested in. This has been his life work, and we owe him our gratitude, but importantly, we owe him service to a higher calling, a selfless calling where we do what must be done to help those who need it most in this time. This is what this moment means. This is what Dr. King envisioned for us. When we think about bending the arc of the moral universe towards justice, it means doing good in our city for those who need it most. This is a mission that we have been on. This is a mission all of us join together, brothers and sisters, neighbors in this city. We must unite and push forward together for the betterment of the people in this city who rely upon us to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. When I look out across this room, I don't just see elected officials. I see soldiers and warriors who are in the streets, in the neighborhoods, block by block, doing the Lord's work. God bless every single one of you. We need this now, in this moment. Our city needs a moment of healing. But it doesn't happen unless we come together and yes, we unite and put aside the partisanship. Put aside our own egos and humble ourselves in a mission that is so necessary in this time. I see it up close and personal. What can happen when we come together, even in the fiercest storms that we have experienced over these last 3 years? There's nothing that can stop us, nothing that can hold us back. If we keep that mission in sight, coming together, doing good for the benefit of others. That's Reverend Jackson's life work. That is the mantra that we should pick up. The torch is being passed in this relay race. We have many more legs to run, but I'm confident that we will win that race on behalf of our people. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting Push Excel. Thank you for celebrating the iconic birthday of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. God bless you one and all. Thank you.
My name is Wallace Gator Bradley, and I'm the host of the Bradley Report. We at the Push Excel Breakfast. Also, I have this young lady with me. We came into government together. Now, let this gentleman know who you are, spell your name.
I am Melva Brownlee, M-E-L-V-A, Brownlee, B-R-O-W-N-L-E-E. Serve as Chief of Staff to the Honorable Cook County Commissioner Dennis Deere, 2nd County District. Good to be with you, Gator.
You know, I got one question for you. What's the significance of this to you? For my viewing audience to know the importance of this happening every year.
The significance of the MLK breakfast sponsored by the Honorable Jesse Lewis Jackson Sr. is of historic and very importance. Reverend Jackson stood with Dr. King to fight for social justice, to fight for our Voting Rights Act. And this is the 33rd year of the Push Excel Breakfast, and social justice issues are still very important in 2023. So therefore, I will always be a supporter of Push Excel, always be a supporter of Operation Push.
Hey, before I let you go, let everybody know, 2023, you got to vote and don't choke.
This is true. All souls go to the polls on February 28th. Vote your candidate of choice, but make sure you vote.
Thank you. Appreciate you. I know you got a printing company.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of things that Martin Luther King was talking about and what we're trying to instill in these elected officials, the importance of helping you expand your business,
Yes.
and at the very least, get in touch with you to get you some business.
Yes, sir.
Spell your name.
Howard Roberson, R-O-B-E-R-S-O-N. We're African American Union, NBE certified firm with the city. state, and county.
What's the name of your company?
EF Design Group.
EF Design Group?
Been in business over 30 years.
Right.
We've been Push has been one of our clients over 25 years. We do magazines, books, vehicle wraps, magnets, whatever you need, buttons. Right. We're a full-service print company.
Hold on. My man, hey man, don't you go nowhere. I got to interview you.
All right.
And now, the importance of what this Push XL is all about.
Yes.
And
education.
the struggle that
yes.
Reverend Jackson has been through.
Yes, sir.
And then, by the grace of God, Jonathan Jackson is the congressman.
Yes.
How you feel about that?
I feel wonderful about that. I've seen him come full circle. From hosting, the Saturday broadcast to, matter of fact, a few years ago, we were urging him to run for mayor. He said,
right.
Nah,
He knew he got bigger things.
Yes. And so now he's on the big stage.
My man, I want to say to God be the glory. That's our story.
Thank you, Gator.
Appreciate you, man.
Alrighty.
Hey, man, spell your name. Tell them who you are.
Bishop Tavis Grant. I am a product of the Gator.
Right. We all, hey, both of us are children of Push.
Listen, we are a product of the street, we're
Right.
product of the movement, and product of Push. So proud of you, Bishop Tavis Grant, Acting National Executive Director, Rainbow Push.
I know what this means to you. Could you let my viewing audience know, from an educational point of view, historical point of view, the struggles of Reverend Jackson, Martin Luther King, and now you?
Man, I remember I saw Senator Roland Burns, and we as young activists in the dark marched from 55th all the way down State Street.
Right.
All the street organizations.
With all the gang, all the
organizations came out, and I didn't know then that we would end up where we are now.
Right.
And so the matriculation that we have had over the years, the growth that we've had, the maturity that we've had over the years, through the struggle.
Right.
Brothers and sisters don't know how challenging it is to do this work every day.
Every day, at every call.
You as a translator, but not just a translator, I'm gonna give you a promotion, a transformer.
That's what I be.
And the nature of our work, our people understanding our participation in politics, social justice, and civil rights is what will turn the corner on our greatest challenges right now. We've lost 400,000 businesses during the pandemic, black businesses. Incredible amount of wealth, almost $500 billion in black entrepreneurs. So when we talk about sending black kids to historically black colleges, we're also talking about restoring historically black communities.
Correct.
Roseland, Inglewood, West Garfield, all across the country. Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx. Our challenge in what we do is bottom up and not top down.
Right.
And so today is so monumental to have Reverend Jackson take that stage, brother, one more time.
Come on, man.
And to hear his voice resonate in that audience.
Come on, man.
And then these youngsters that's coming up, we still call them youngsters.
Right.
Ready to take the baton, ready to run the marathon, and ready to make a big difference. This is a big day.
It is.
It's a really big day.
It is. It's major, man. And like I say, whoever thought Bradley would have a show?
No doubt about it.
Interview my member.
My man. Hey, y'all.
Love you, man.
Nobody like the Gator.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I know you. My viewing audience need to know you.
Okay.
So could you spell your name, say who you are, and how this day touched you, or all the struggles that Reverend Jackson and Push has endured for us to becoming better people?
First off, I'm Chris Robinson, CHRIS, ROBINSON. I'm from Gary, Indiana, and I'm also a Morehouse man, Morehouse alumnus. So the teachings of Dr. King and Dr. Jackson, or Reverend Jackson, I'm sorry, had meant a lot to me. One of my favorite quotes is, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands during controversy or convenience, but where he stands during controversy.
Right.
So just understanding that and understanding everything that they had to fight through, is nowhere near what we're doing today. But they set the foundation for us, and we got to keep following the teachings and understand.
My man,
Yes, sir.
I'm glad that you said that because you're going to be the leader for my great-grandson, and he's 16. So 2 more years, he'll be ready to vote.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say, I've watched your growth, man. And from the time we was in Washington, D.C. doing the Congressional Black Caucus, and we ended up in the same room for dinner
Right.
with Damon Dash,
Right.
you know what I mean? And with the great congressman from Indianapolis.
Oh, forgive me, Andre Carson.
Andre Carson, right?
Yes, sir.
So I want to say, you never know where you're going to be tomorrow. That's why you got to pray today.
Yes, sir.
So with that, I want to say to God be the glory.
Yes, sir.
That's our story.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Jesse Reyes. I'm a judge on the Illinois Appellate Court.
Why did you come to this event?
I always support Rainbow Push, particularly on Martin Luther King Day. I think it's very important that we remember what Dr. King did for all of us. And, so that's why I come to the breakfast always to support, and to support the young students that do the oratory.
So do you like it to be here at the Rainbow?
Oh, yeah, I love coming to Rainbow Push. I volunteer on Thanksgiving. I come and serve the seniors. And when we judge the orators, I participate as a judge sometimes. I love participating and supporting the Rainbow Push.
Do you like to sit down and get the real feeling?
Do I like to sit down and get the real feeling? Yes. Yeah. I mean, I love listening to Reverend Jackson. He is part of our history, right? And he is living history. And it's always a pleasure to listen to him speak about, the movement and, what still needs to be done in today's society.
Can you spell your name for us?
Sure. My first name is Jesse, Jesse. Last name is Reyes, Reyes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to turn over to Waters Gator Brown.
Thank you. Hey, Jesse, what I love about her, when she see the black women commentators or the white women or the Hispanic women commentators, she chooses to want to become them. So our move is let her grab the mic, let her feel the mic, because we slow in learning. They pick it up faster than us.
That's true.
But
it's a good experience for her.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Justice Reyes, he's a appellate court judge. I helped him to become a appellate court judge because he hired me. He even had me in his commercials. And I'm going to say this here to my viewing audience. I might be giving away some secrets, but he's a card can member of PUSH and the NAACP. How about that one?
Yes.
All right, we ain't going to tell them all our secrets.
For a long time, I've been a member of both organizations.
Right. I don't know if we can talk about some of the cases that you have appealed or what it is, because I know judges got different ethical things. There's certain things you can talk about and certain things you can't talk about, like what type of decision you would make. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So share with us what you can.
Okay, well, number one, I can't talk about any particular cases, but what I want the viewers to know is that, if you're not satisfied with the ruling at the trial level, you do have the right to appeal, whether it's a civil case or a criminal case. I would suggest you go to our court site, the Illinois Courts website. It has all the information in there. If you want to file an appeal and stay pro se on your own, you can do that. And exercise your right to an appeal, and I think that's important that people realize that they do have the right to appeal. Again, I would suggest that they do that. We hear civil cases and criminal cases as well on the appellate court. So either case, but if it's a criminal case, most likely you'll have a public defender and then someone from the state appellate public defender's office to represent you.
Now, if they file an appeal pro se, what's the
Pro se, so pro se means that you're doing it yourself. And again, that's why I would suggest going to the website. It has all the rules there. In terms of the procedures too, you have to follow the procedures, and you have to be sure that you follow the procedures in terms of how to file your appeal. For example, you have to make sure that you give everybody notice who's involved in the appeal. And you have to make sure that you file all your documents from the trial court with the appellate court. So this way, when we're looking at the case, we know what happened. So when you're telling us, why the trial court got it wrong, or the jury got it wrong, or whatever it may be that you feel is the issue, at least we have the written documents and we could take a look at it. And one of the things to realize is that we don't hear any new evidence, we don't see any witnesses. All we do is just look at the record from the trial level.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you're busy. Me too. Gotta get home. Gotta walk my dog.
Well, happy Martin Luther King Day.
Same to you.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
Okay.